Hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded few video lectures on the topic current electricity. In this chapter, already I started the concept electrical instruments. So based upon electrical instruments, Wheatstone bridge concept is completed. Construction of Wheatstone bridge, applications of Wheatstone bridge, and what is the balancing condition of Wheatstone bridge, and numericals on Wheatstone bridge is completed. So now, in the last lecture, potentiometer I started. In the potentiometer, principle of potentiometer, construction of potentiometer is also completed. Now, I would like to discuss applications of potentiometer. Applications of potentiometer is very important for the board as well as NEET point of view. So my dear, please focus the lecture from the beginning onwards and watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you will get clear idea about all concepts. Right. So mainly, dear students, we had three important applications of potentiometer. Applications of potentiometer. Comparison of EMF of two primary cells. That is the first application. What is the first application? Comparison of EMF of two primary cells. Next, to find internal resistance of the cell. Comparison of EMF of the two cells means, for example, if one cell having EMF E1 and second cell having EMF is E2, then E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. L1 by L2. This is the formula. So this is application, and we will get finally that formula. We will derive this formula in this application. Next, to find internal resistance of the cell. Internal resistance R, small r is equal to L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. L2 into R. This is the formula we will get in second application to find internal resistance of the cell. Every cell should contains internal resistance. Internal resistance is indicated with the small r. External resistance is indicated with the capital R. Small r is equal to, this is balancing length L1 and L2. L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. And to find EMF and potential difference accurately. So by using this potentiometer, we are measuring potential difference and EMF accurately. So this is these are the main applications of potentiometer. Now we will start first application and we will discuss one by one. Okay. So right. So now, application number one. Application number one. Application number one. Applications of potentiometer. First application. Comparison of EMF of two primary cells. Two primary cells by using potentiometer. By using potentiometer and detector relation between EMF of two cells and detect relation between EMF of two cells. So this is a question, like this type of questions are asked as a 5 marks questions. So please observe carefully. First of all, we need to draw the diagram of potentiometer. So observe carefully. Generally, first we draw auxiliary circuit. This is auxiliary circuit of potentiometer. Okay, and these are connected to a strong battery source. This is a strong battery source, and these are connected to a plug key and a rheostat RH. This is connected to a rheostat RH. This is a rheostat RH. This is a key, and this is a battery source. Battery source having EMF is I consider as some E. Okay. EMF is E. This is a battery source. Okay, so this battery source having EMF E, and this is connected here. How many cells are there? 2 primary cells. Each cell has EMF is E1, and EMF is one cell having EMF is E1, and the second cell having EMF is E2. Second cell having EMF is E2. So here, so this is our cell 1. Okay, so it is connected to a key, plug key, the key 1, and again another cell. This is a circuit diagram. This is another cell. This is also connected to another key. These 2 keys are meeting with some wire. This is a key 1 and key 2. So this is can be considered as some A, and this point is a C. Here this point, this is some A, this is A, and this point is some C, this is a B, A, C, B. Okay, and here it is. This is connected to a resistance box. What is this? RB means resistance box. This is connected to some galvanometer J. So what is the use of this galvanometer? Whether some current is passing through the circuit or not, we are measured by using this galvanometer only. This is a jockey key J1. Jockey key. What is this? Jockey key J1. Okay, J1 jockey key. This is a galvanometer. This is a resistance box. This is the EMF of the cell E1. I consider EMF of the second primary cell is E2. So we are connected to a resistance box. What is the use of this resistance box? To avoid high currents passing through the circuits. So this is the setup. So how to write? Let us consider 2 primary cells of EMFs E1 comma E2 respectively. If you consider this as some E1 EMF E1, this as some EMF E2. So E1 comma E2 respectively, and these 2 cells connected. These 2 cells positive terminal. 2 cells positive terminal. 2 cells positive terminal is connected to. Positive terminal is connected to strong battery connected to resistance box. Sorry. Extremely sorry. Here simple thing. The positive terminals of battery are connected to a ends of potentiometer. 2 cells positive terminal is connected to a ends of potentiometer wire. Ends of potentiometer wire. 2 positive terminals of this battery source cells is connected to a ends of potentiometer wire. Ends of potentiometer wire A. Okay, end of potentiometer wire. End of potentiometer wire. Only one end. Next, negative terminal of cells. Negative terminal of cells is connected to. Observe diagram. What is the negative terminal of cell connected to? Negative terminal of cell is connected to resistance box and galvanometer through two-way key. Okay. Negative terminal of cells are connected to resistance box and galvanometer resistance box and galvanometer. So this negative terminal of the two cells is connected to a resistance box and galvanometer via two-way key. So through two-way key. So via two-way key. Okay, negative terminal cells are connected to a resistance box and galvanometer via two-way key. Next, here a resistance box produce high resistance to avoid high currents. The resistance box produce high resistance to avoid high currents passing through galvanometer. Okay, high currents passing through a galvanometer. Well, these are the main theory of this. So one more time I will recapitulate this. Observe carefully. Let us consider two primary cells, cell 1, cell 2. One having EMF is E1 and another having EMF is E2 respectively. And these two cells, positive terminal is connected to a end of potentiometer wire A. So these two cells, positive terminal is connected to a end of potentiometer wire A. And these negative terminals is connected to a resistance box and galvanometer via two-way key. And these are connected to a jockey key. This jockey key is helpful to slide over this potentiometer wire. Okay. So next, resistance box produce high resistance to avoid high currents passing through galvanometer. And when potentiometer works, if current passing through the potentiometer must maintains constant, and area of cross sectional wire is must maintains constant. Okay, so this is about theory of this application 1. So we will discuss now derivation. What is the how we have to compare EMF of the two cells, and we have to derive E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. How we will get, we will discuss now. Well, to continuing my lecture on chapter current electricity, concept, potentiometer, applications of potentiometer. First application, comparison of EMF of two cells. So here, we discuss theory part in this. Next we will derive the EMF of two cells. Relation between EMF of two cells. Okay. Connect A and C. Connect small a and C. Then the EMF of cell E1 get introduced in the cell, introduced in circuit. Okay, connect A and C when EMF of the cell E1 get introduced in the circuit. Okay. Next, after move jockey key. Where is jockey key? This is a jockey key. This jockey key is moving from A to B. We are moving from A to B. Jockey key is moving from A to B slowly at particular point up to up to no deflection in galvanometer, up to shows no deflection in galvanometer. I will explain this point. Please observe carefully. First, A is connected to C. That means this key is connected. Now this key is not. This key is connected. This is not working now. Now, whenever this is connected, E1 is getting introducing into the circuit. E1 get introduced in the circuit. Now, E1 get introduced in the circuit, and this is connected to a resistance box, and this is connected to a galvanometer, and this is jockey key J1. After moving this jockey key is moving like this. After move this jockey key from A to B slowly, at particular point up to it shows no deflection in galvanometer. Deflection means, so there is some needle in this galvanometer. This needle is generally moving. It is going to be deflected. If you move this jockey key up to, there is no deflection in galvanometer. Up to that we are moving. For example, it is moving. After some time, the jockey key is here. The jockey key is here means we just measure this length AJ1. So that AJ1 is equal to AJ1. Are you understood? If you are moving this jockey key, after some time, this is the position of jockey key I consider. After some time, this is the position of jockey key I consider. This is the position of jockey key because it is moving here now. So at this position there is no deflection. The needle does not moving. No deflection in galvanometer. That means that AJ1 is nothing but balancing length. Balancing length of that AJ1 is balancing length of EMF E1. Balancing length of EMF E1, that is equal to AJ1 is that is equal to some L1 length I consider. AJ1 is equal to L1 I consider. So you know already the principle of potentiometer according to principle of potentiometer. Okay. EMF is directly proportional to balancing length. That means here EMF is E1. E1 is directly proportional to balancing length L1. So balancing length L1. If you remove this proportionality limit, E1 is equal to K into L1. This is a principle of potentiometer. According to principle of potentiometer, EMF is directly proportional to length. That means E1 is directly proportional to L1 because here EMF is E1. Here EMF is E1 and the balancing length is L1. Okay, so that's why E1 is directly proportional to L1. If you are removing this proportionality limit, we are placing some constant. That constant is K here. That K is nothing but here potential gradient. Potential gradient is nothing but potential by length. Okay, potential gradient. K is nothing but potential gradient. E1 is equal to K into L1. E1 is equal to K into L1. Right. So now we are going to discuss. Here we got E1 is equal to K into L1. E1 is equal to K into L1. Next. So this is equation 1 I consider. This is equation 1 I consider. E1 is equal to K into L1, equation 1 I consider. Next, connect C and B. Connect C and B. Connect C and B. Then, if we connect C and B, then EMF E2 get introduced in circuit, okay, so connect C and B, then EMF E2 get introduced in the circuit, okay. So next, if we move jockey key from A to B at particular length, galvanometer shows no deflection. Galvanometer shows no deflection. I understood my point. So if you connected a C and B, now this is going to be not working. Now it is going to be working because C and B connected. Now E2 is going to be introduced in this circuit. If you connect C and B, then EMF E2 is introduced in the circuit. If you move this jockey key, at particular point, okay, at a particular length, galvanometer shows no deflection. This length is called, that means this length is called balancing length of cell, balancing length of EMF E2. So that means here E2 is equal to K into L2. So we should write E2 is equal to K into L2. That balancing length is I consider as some L2, then E2 is equal to K into L2. This is second equation. Okay. So what is the first equation? E1 is equal to K into L1. So I can write both are here. So this is the first equation. Am I right? So first equation E1 is equal to K into L1. E2 is equal to K into L2. This is first equation. So from 1 by 2, if you do 1 by 2, E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. This is very, very important formula. This formula is very, very important. This is the relation of comparison of two EMF of the cells. E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. Here E1 means EMF of one cell. EMF of one cell. E2 means EMF of second cell. EMF of second cell. Okay. L1 means balancing length of E1. L2 means balancing length of E2. So balancing length of E2. Okay. So these are the terms here. E1 means EMF of the one cell. E2 means EMF of the another cell. L1 means balancing length of E1. L2 means balancing length of E2. So based upon this, we will solve one numerical problem. After solving this numerical problem, you will get clear idea about this application. Okay.